Hey, Luce, I wrote this last night. Pass your pretty peepers over it and tell me if you think it works.
A letter to Damien?
Yeah, all you got to do is copy it into your own handwriting and add your unique brand of Lucy speak.
Let's hear it.
Okay. Dear Damien, even though I'm disappointed you haven't come to see me, I can understand your reluctance. So it occurred to me if I simply put my cards on the table, maybe I can ease your mind. Obviously, I know where you've been hiding, and obviously, I could blow this frame-up of Catherine sky high. Nice move, by the way. But I think it's equally obvious by now that if I meant to do that, it would be done. Instead, I've been waiting patiently for a man who never shows. Terribly frustrating, not to mention borderline insulting. This is just like me.
Scary, isn't it?
You're amazing. Anyway, the truth is, I've come here because you have something I want, and I'd like to propose a deal, one I know you'll be very interested in. Hoping to hear from you soon. Lucy.
That sounds like it's going to work. You think?
Well, it should at least tweak his interest enough to initiate contact.
To either make this deal, whatever it is. Do we know what it is?
Don't matter, whatever Lucy wants it to be.
Or he'll just choke her where she stands.
Those would be the options.
Great, thank you. Thank you for clarifying that.
It'll work. It'll work no matter what the reason, as long as Damien shows up. We'll grab him. Look, we just have to grab him before he has a chance to act.
Well, I'm telling you both, Lucy better come out of this without so much as a hangnail.
It's very, very sweet of you to be so worried about me, but I'll be fine, I promise. I've had plenty of Damien experience under my belt.
I could have gone my whole life without that reminder.
Look, are you down with this or not, Doctor? Because if you're not, just say so.
Obviously I am, Luke, or I wouldn't be dressed this way, now would I?
Good, good. Okay, Luce, now look. This demands a special delivery, if you know what I'm saying. So here's what you do. Get yourself all dolled up.
Do you think I've gained weight?
How should I know?
I'm only wondering because it felt like my clothes were a bit snug. You look the same to me. £2. I'd wager money. Ooh, that much? And I think it was that box of chocolates. Yeah, that'll do it.
Come to think of it, though, I think Lucy ate most of those chocolates. I don't think she put on any weight. Would you just stop, Kevin? You're obsessing. Am I? Trust me, I know the signs. You know what it is?
It's these clothes. Something weird comes over both of us whenever we have to put them on.
I tell you, Mac, I want this over and done with, and I mean for good. I get the message. I mean not even for Halloween. I'm serious, Mac. After this, Norma and Eve bite the dust. You just keep in mind why they're back. Damien Smith. Kevin, we can be rid of this guy. Get him out of our lives for good. I mean, when I think about what he's tried, what he's still trying to do with Catherine, I want to rip his throat out. I feel the same way. I swear I do. Believe me, when you talk about obsession, that's Damien when it comes to Lucy. You're right. Whatever we have to do, it's worth it. Good girl. I don't mean to complain. Go ahead. I'm getting hot. It isn't surprising when you consider we're sitting right in the sun. I'm wearing sweats. Well, maybe you'd like to take off your blouse and show the world your flat, hairy chest. I'm perspiring, Mac. Do you know what that means? Runny makeup. It's to wipe off your face. Well, now who's getting crabby? Hey, heads up on the wig.
We better go find the boss. He'll be real interested in this. Incoming.
Hello, ladies. I just wanted to introduce myself. I'm Lucy Coe, and I also wanted to compliment you on your aerobic endurance. You know, I have all people really know how much it takes to stay so incredibly physically fit. Oh, and by the way, I was just wondering if you would be so kind as to deliver this to Damian Smith. You know what'll happen? He'll be so excited that I bet you both get little gold stars for your foreheads. Ta!
Caught you peeking at the pastries, didn't I there, Donny boy?
Don't sneak up on a person. You never know when they might be itchy at any particular moment.
Itchy, huh? Well, care for a stogie?
No, thanks.
Oh, you ought to have one, son. Good cigar will calm you down. High-strung stud like you should smoke a good cigar every once in a while.
Sam.
Yeah?
I said no, thanks.
You've been taking advantage of these flaw treatments?
Full advantage.
Leave your worries at the front door. That's what they told me when I checked in. Yes, sir. So, how's the view today?
Why don't you take a look for yourself?
Oh, my. They don't come any finer than that one. Why, legs like those will make you slap yourself silly.
Maybe there's a chance to spend any more time with that lovely.
Are you kidding me, son? What else am I gonna do?
Why don't you tell me about it?
I'll tell you, Donnie, it's the damnedest thing. That little filly could have any man who passed by. She could have even had me with all my sexy millions. But she seems stuck on some bozo who hasn't even got the good sense to show up. Makes you wonder what a guy like that's got going for himself, you know?
She seems interested in this fella?
Interested? I'd say she's damn near fixated. Couldn't hear a thing I said. I used all my best material on her, too. But I'll tell you this, women gets bored without a little action. You know what I'm saying? I just hope I'm within jumping distance when that little filly gets itchy. Yes, sir.
Sam, as always, it was a great pleasure. I've got business.
Oh?
We need you. Now.
Excuse us.
Oh, hey, Donnie, you need any help saddling those two up?
No, thanks, Sam.
Oh, dear.
What's this about?
She told us to give this to you.
What?
Her nibs. Walked up big and bold as you please. Give this to your boss, she said. He'll have little gold stars for your foreheads. She's some piece of work, that one. And that's not all. Those two ladies who've been trailing her around, they ain't no ladies.
Same could possibly be said about the two of you?
No, I mean they're men in drag.
I should have known.
What do you want us to do?
I want you to separate Miss Coe from her companions. I'll take over from there.
That is just exactly what I needed, fortification.
As long as it doesn't spoil your dinner.
I'm playing cards tonight. Probably won't be home till 8.
Have you heard from your father?
Yeah, he called. He's doing fine. You know, whatever he's up to in Texas must be agreeing with him, because he sounded really hyped. Well, you know how he gets.
Yes, I do. How's little Lou's ears? And more to the point, how's Laura doing?
They're hanging in. She's trying to spend mornings with Lou and then trying to get work done on the foundation in the afternoons. I don't know when we're gonna connect.
She's doing an awful lot.
Well, Dad says she thrives on it. But, I mean, I'm not getting neglected or anything.
I didn't think you were.
Yeah.
Well, where's your game tonight?
With some friends over on Archer Street.
Old friends or new victims?
Can I help it if I have a particular skill? I mean, we all excel in something. Like you make the world's best chili and chili dogs.
You not only inherited your father's card-sharp skills, but also his silver tongue.
It could be worse. I've got to run.
Okay. If you talk to Luke, give him my love.
I will.
All right, darling. Bye.
So how is it we're stuck with the low-fat, low-cal, low-taste food, and you get all the good stuff?
Gotta be my metabolism, I guess. You know, it's very speedy. Everything I put in my mouth just seems to turn into instant energy.
Irritating, isn't it?
Yeah, well, if Kevin tries it, it goes right to his hips.
Very funny.
You know what? You're very thin. You could probably handle it. Here, dig in. Help yourself.
No, you go ahead. You snarf down. You're going to need your energy. Besides, that goop is bad for an old man's ticker, and my blood pressure is already up waiting for Damien's response to your letter.
Yeah, I find it very rude. It's actually very offensive. I'm not used to being, well, you know, having my overtures ignored.
I can vouch for that.
Ow. That may be his strategy. Look, he might be trying to undermine your confidence so he can get the upper hand.
I really hate this.
I have a message for you.
A message?
From a friend.
Sorry for my initial reservation. Everything is clear now. Meet me in the women's sauna in 30 minutes.
Bit. The women's sauna? How's he going to manage that?
My bet is he can get anywhere in this place he wants to. But Sam can't, so we're going to have to be careful. Even Norm, are you ready to sweat?
Oh, been there, done that.
Look, you wanted close participation, didn't you, Doc? Get over there, scope the place out, and make sure that when Lucy shows up, everything is cool. Keep an eye on her, right? You meet him. You meet him, you find out what he wants, but don't do any negotiating. Tell him that only happens in the privacy of your cozy little room.
Because it's the only place I can make sure that it's not bugged.
Very sharp. Okay, I'm Damien. Lucy, what the hell do you know about electronic devices?
Damien? You see, when I meet two very large, imposing women, and I happen to know that they're in your employ, and it's in a place that I know you have a lot of influence, it seems, makes me want to look under the couch and behind the drapes and in the lamps and in the phone, and so I did.
Beautiful. Beautiful. He's going to be stunned with admiration. And no doubt very turned on. So, what you tell him is that the rest of your conversation has to be, because of its intimate, private nature, it has to take place here in your room.
Is that what I want?
Well, you ought to make him think that that's part of it, at least, you know, for old time's sake.
Okay, I can do that. But just for the record, I want you to know that there never was an old time's sake thing between me and Damien.
Yeah, okay, whatever. But if that's so, he's going to want to correct that, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And if he should stall, which I doubt, then mention a large sum of money is involved. That ought to tickle whatever his remaining interest is.
I don't think this seems all that difficult.
Well, not for one such as you, Cookie, but don't get overconfident now. You got to be on your toes. You got to keep your wits. You've got to be careful. Just bring him back here and then leave the rest up to me.